Start recording here. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. Opponent's playing Puck and Balthazar. So our champion is one that isn't terribly popular, but it is one that enables combo kills inside of our deck. So this champion starts with 23 health, and for a whopping 7 charges, it gives every troop we control +2/+2 permanently. So our deck puts out a bunch of poopers, and then with Arcane Soil especially, so this draws 2 cards that makes a Dreadling for every card in our hand. So it does that, and then we hit our champion power to make them all 3/3s to beat our opponent down. I'd love to just keep hitting my resource drops. I don't really need a third Pippit Hustler at this point. I mean, I can have 2 headsets plugged into my computer, Maddie. This is 2017. My audio mixer could handle input from 2 devices. We've got 3 answers to Blight Knight right here in my hand. We got three answers to Blight Knight right here in my hand. 1, 2, 3. Your deck's bad against decks. Actually, let me tell you a story about these 3 answers I have decks. Oh, I can hustle this Hailstorm. I always forget that Hustler targets constants, too. So, for people who are unaware, let me tell you a story about my buddy Pippit Hustler. Pippit Hustler, he hustles anything. He ain't limited to just hustling troops like Transmogrifade. We actually don't have Tribunal Magistrate in the deck right now, but that might not be an awful inclusion. I think there's a couple in the board. I think we have a couple in the reserves as an additional threat against control decks. Alright, so next turn we can Arcane Soil for a bunch of poopers. Oh, and by that I mean we can't because I don't actually have a resource for it. That's sad. I just assumed we were going to be able to cast our card. Go! Can someone send help at speaking in tongues? I think I need an exorcist. Brat, stop hitting my monitor. Oh no! I worked so hard to develop this board, and then my opponent just voided most of it. That's really rude, opponent. I really liked my board. There are many like... Oh, geez. Let's Transmogrifade this one before things get out of hand. Have another Ruby card. Shard, please. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna put a resource on top of my deck because I think I'd like to guarantee that I'm going to get to hit my champion power in 2 turns. I don't really think I want to hustle the glory. It's a lot of stuff, opponent. It's a lot of 4-drops. Alright, so this is gonna make 6 Dorkos. That's gonna draw 3 cards. Consult's actually a pretty decent hit here, since they're not gonna get through anyways. Just go ahead and do this. Been a resource here. Apologies for the dinosaur in the background. So next turn we'll get to that for a pretty sizable chunk. We're taking a good hit ourselves here, though. Nuh-uh, they forgot about their Forgotten Forge. Did you tell me I'm dead when I'm not, Burgle? Why is there a Deathless Infiltrator in their deck? Oh, I guess because it's good with Hailstorm? Sure. Gosh, we're so dead. Let's give it the old college try here. We're just like super, super dead, right? Oh, man. If we'd have hit that a little bit sooner, we probably would have been fine. Is Allie on a Hailstorm build? I haven't seen Allie's list with Hailstorm in it, but I also haven't seen every build that Allie's posted. Why are you such a terror? Why are you such a terror? The Basilisk had Hailstorm? Okay. Yeah. Alright, well my opponent made really defensive blocks, so if they don't hit a Fate Weave this turn, we might be alive. Man. What are the odds they don't draw a Fate Weave in 5 cards? You're a turd. 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 Wait, am I actually dead? Or am I only mostly dead? I'm only mostly dead, right? So the problem is, Polymorphic Army requires you ramp, and like, we're not a ramp deck. If I block here, and then double block here. Does that sound good? Take 3. Oh no! Oh no! A daughter of the poet! They just get to like Balthazar as every turn for the rest of the game. Boosh, 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 boosh. It's okay, folks. Every day we hustling. Boop 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep. Wait. Wait, what? What just happened? Oh! Roller King Ruffler! I was like, when I get to play this for chump blockers, it'll be... Oh god, that was too good. That was too good. Alright, what are we cutting? Sapphire's favor, maybe? That's just good, clean living, really. It's just good, clean living. They had Rollicking Reveler and I played a constant, and then we died, and I was confused why we died. I like cast my card, the defeat screen came up. I was like, what? What happened? How did we die? You're a rude little dude, you know that? Man, who are your parents? They should be embarrassed at how rude you are. It's fine, I'm rank 4. We've got some rank to give, ladies and gentlemen. We are technically still undefeated until we lose this match. I'm a cool 3-0 currently. Howdy, Greedy. Well, I haven't played it since we streamed with it the other day, so I'm sure we're gonna lose some matches with it today. Like, the deck's really gimmicky, right? So, like, I know that I've just been running well with it. Oh no! How do we beat a Hail Squawk? Man, our hand is bad. I think I'm just supposed to pump the brakes here and hope to draw Arcane Soil or Consult the Talon. It's too late, Burgle. I've already pumped the brakes. I just need you to believe, Burgle. I need you to have a little bit of faith, okay, dude? I need you to have some faith. Am I supposed to Silver Talon mandate next turn? Or am I supposed to just hit it now? Yeah, let's just hit it now. Check it, see? Wreck it, see? You broke it. It's not going to go back on.
Huh? Aha. No. No.
With a second Arcane Soil next turn, we can probably push through lethal. This is going to make 6 poopers for us. Ugh! Tilt. Dude, you broke it. I'm sorry you're sad, tiny dude, but you broke it. Ugh! Ugh! Their last card must be Wildlife, right? Like, that's why the only reason they'd want to trigger that again. So do I want to play a resource this turn? or not is the question. Or do I want to go Shard up to 5 charges, Shard up to 3 charges, this up to 4 or 5, this up to 6, and like wait to champ power again? Hold up. Oh! This card counters wildlife. That's sweet. Look at that. Our card does stuff. I'm so excited to counter their spell. No, I don't want to trade my 4/3 for I don't want to trade my 4/3 for their 2/4. So I think I want to wait a turn for this to Oh, come on. Oh, there's just hawks in there. All right. Fine. All right, we need a Hustler, Declan. I would be very surprised if Hex ever supported mobile. So like look at this game board I have right now. Like this is just like kind of an average size game board, right? Like nothing too soon, right? Nothing too huge. Like could you imagine trying to manage this game board on a 5-inch screen or a 4-inch screen? I can't. That sounds miserable. I guess I don't want to attack in now because they would get to bring this back into play. I guess this attack actually just gains them life, right? I should have played the Arcane Soil post-combat. I should have been a post-combat Arcane Soil. 10 out of 10. They just gain 2 life off that attack. It's not about the resolution of your screen. It's about trying to poke at this screen with your fingers. I think they had a tablet goal on the Kickstarter. I don't think they ever had a mobile goal on the Kickstarter because they were realistic about like what they wanted their game to be. They didn't want something like Hearthstone or Eternal where like they limit the amount of troops you could have on the board. Like a 10-inch screen probably isn't unreasonable. I play Hex on my 10-inch Yoga tablet. It doesn't feel that bad. I'm gonna put a non-resource on top of my deck here. We're gonna hustle this Daughter of the Poet. Actually, I'm gonna attack here. Yeah, I'm gonna attack. And then we can hustle this Daughter. They're gonna make blocks, assuming this Daughter is gonna bring back whatever they have. I don't think you need that much of a UI change to make it be on a tablet. You just need a couple of gestures for different. All right, so now we want to hustle this Daughter of the Poet before the end step happens. Every day we hustling. Oh, this reverts it, doesn't it? So this just stops the Daughter for a turn. So hopefully we can kill them this turn cycle. I just need a thing to generate an extra charge, and then we can hit our champion power. Alright, that does not generate an extra charge. That's sad. I guess we just get to run this back next turn then, right? Yeah, because I get to... I'm going to attack with this. If they want to double here, they lose a bird, and then... No, that's not worth it. No, their troop's going to come back regardless, even if the Hope's not here, right? At the end of each opposing champion's turn, put each troop... Oh, wait. So if I hustle this now, their thing doesn't come back? Oh, okay. Yeah, that is how that works. Because I thought it was a delayed trigger, but it's actually a trigger on the Hope on the horizon. Sweet. So their Daughter's just gone then. And then next turn, we actually get to Arcane Soil for 4 dorks, and then hit our champion power again, guaranteed, because we have a resource in our hand. Which, wow, are we gonna win this game? I feel like this game we're about to win this game. Whoa, they are super dead. Say hello to my little friend. I think they're pretty dead regardless here because of our sequence, but yeah, we get to champ power, make all our darks 3/3s. Alright, sweet. On the board. Do I want an extra Transmogrifade? I actually want this extra Sapphire's favor, right? Because it counters their stupid thing. Silent Snake! With the 12-month 3 subscription. Thank you for the continued support an entire year. Welcome back. We also drew 0 Consult the Talons, though, right? So, like, you know, give and take. Webborn Apostate can maybe be a cut. Do I want some Transmogrifades? Oh, I guess they don't have a lot of removal, do they? Is Pippit good? Pippit might be fine. It's Skyguards and Steadfast. Let's bring in the Pesky Pippit. Runebind deals with wildlife too. That's true. I don't know if I want that many cards that deal with explicitly with wildlife. Let's do this. It's probably fine. I don't want to like go too much on the interactive plan and like make dilute our aggressive plan too much. Oh man, Burgle, why aren't there Commander P.R.O.M.P.s in this deck? There should totally be Commander P.R.O.M.P.s in our deck. This hand seems pretty terrible. Mulligan this. This hand seems more than good. It's great. I'll guarantee a resource so we can get to the Silver Talon mandate, I think. Put a non-resource on top of my deck here, and then play my Thunderfield Seer, so if we put an action on top, we prophesize onto it. Hopefully we draw Warpsteel Shardsworn, so we can go Shard, Warpsteel, Consult. Would be ideal here. Opponent's got a particularly slow start, although I guess they can Urachi Notion now. Every day we hustle in. The minor gems are pretty terrible. Like we're already using the Blight Blossom miner in Warpsteel Shardsworn, like the other ones are not particularly exciting. Alright, we are gonna hustle the crap out of that. Get rid of this Dorko. Have a 2/1 with Rage 1? Yeah, Rage 1. Despite all his rage, he is still just a hailstorm in a cage. Someone will save what is lost, can never be saved. Despite all the rage, he is still just an orc in a cage. Hey, that was a great draw, because it means we can hustle this hailstorm, and then play a shard, and then play a Consult the Talons. So give our opponent a chance to attack, but that's fine. We just want to progress our game plan here, like find our way towards an Arcane Soil and our champion power here. Alright, so we want to wait a turn on that. Because we can't champion power just yet. You want just Silver Talon Mandate here. If they hit a shard for glory, we feel a little bit bad. I think I'm going to wait on this Warpsteel in case they hit a shard for glory. Like, they're pretty dead just to the Arcane Soil. So, like, keeping extra cards in our hand is reasonable for that, too. Deal. Have some 2-drops. This card is so mediocre. I don't know why you would want to play this card in your deck. I don't get it. I don't get it. Alright, opponent concedes. Yeah, kinda, Burgle. And we're still undefeated with the deck, just for Marty's reference. Do we want these transmogs in our main deck? Or can I just be like, pedal to the floor linear game 1? Can I just, like, attempt to linear people? I feel like I want to attempt to just linear people. Like, if it's not like Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, do I just want some Tribunal Magistrates? Like, is that unreasonable? Like, I guess it's only good with this and, like, P.R.O.M.P.'s good with the rest of them. I just want to see how it feels, Burgle. It's kind of like another charge enabler, right? We could also reasonably cut the Webborn Apostates, probably. Because, like, Webborn Apostate is getting us to our champion power sooner. But, like, if we have, what's it called? If we have, the word that I'm searching for is escaping me. If we have Commander P.R.O.M.P.T, we don't need to get to our champion power sooner. So I could see that. Maybe we leave a couple of transmogs in, and I mean, like, we'd be having Transmogrifades. I think I want to focus before I Seer here, because, like, the problem is if you, like, Seer first and then focus next turn, you're gonna, like, we need a resource, but we're gonna have to choose between, like, a resource or the action that we prophesized onto. Perfect. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab another Sapphire so I can go Dork next turn. Got a few turns before we need Wild. Hopefully they have a Bolt Spasm on one and not a Goat. Blightbush could be a real card. I could see that perhaps being real. Just gonna double here, I think. Watch us draw a Commander P.R.O.M.P.T and really wish it was a Transmogrifade. I'll look for a wild shard here. Man, that's kind of a tilt. Hit a slow shard, put a random resource top of my deck. Without wild, this doesn't make a Blight Blossom when it dies, which kind of sucks. Hi, Declan. Hi. Hi. Hi, Declan. You're a good kid when you want to be.
Bush, 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 bush.
It's not quite that bad, Burgle, because, like, I don't need this until it dies, but, like, it's pretty likely to die, right? God bless it, another Sapphire. Alright, well, I guess I have to put another resource on top of my deck now. Maybe they won't have a Mama Yeti? Can you tell that I recently took down my toddler barricade? I bet you could never tell. Man, we are super dead, huh? Yeah, just drew another. Oh, drew another Sapphire. Alright, bite him. Y'all aren't helping. Don't encourage him. I hear that fat belly laugh back there. Get the band-aids out? Okay. I'll buy that for $1. Put the last Sapphire's favor in. Let's do it. Let's do it! I just queued up the wrong champion for the auto Sapphire deck. Stop hitting me, child. Stop hitting me. Stop. Gosh, you're violent.
Up and down.
You know, the saying is silence is golden, not violence is golden.
Up and down. Up and down.
Rawr. Yeah, you're a good dinosaur, aren't you? You're a bad dinosaur, actually, but... Your dinosaur impression is good, but you're a monster. Ascension plan, stop it. We're not a control deck. If you want to play Psychic Ascension, play Diamond Sapphire Control. Alright, so if they just attack with this, we're gonna take it. If they attack here, yeah, we'll trade. We'll trade with this one, I think. Yeah, probably supposed to trade here. Focus. Looking for Warpsteel Shardsworn. Something to enable this. Dude! Sorry, I didn't get to the mute button in time for that one. We're under assault. God, we're being assaulted by baby yetis in real life and in the game. We're being assaulted in real life and in the game. What do you think, Declan? Is this your vanity card here? Your Hex vanity card? Next time they reprint Baby Yeti, I'm gonna need it as the Declan vanity card. Oh, that's totally reasonable and beatable. That's totally reasonable and beatable. Man, I really wish that they made a... Actually, does anyone know? It probably exists, right? Does anyone know of a digital... Like a digital limiter that you... We're so dead. Alright, let's play one more with this deck. Some kind of software limiter that I could put on the computer. So that way, like, when they shriek, it just, like, cuts off and, like, compresses it down. So, like, when you hit over a certain amount of dB, it just, like, cuts it. I've looked before and I've never found one, but I honestly didn't look that hard. It would be useful. I get a little bit loud sometimes, too, when something exciting happens, so it would be useful just for me as well. We're down to rank 5! No! Like to go first. Oh, this is actually one of my buddies, Mike Fitz. He regularly plays board games at my house. I would love to keep this hand. Dang it, toddler! I thought I sent you. Does anyone know how to banish a toddler to the Shadow Realm? Is that an option? Is that considered child abuse? Sending a child to the Shadow Realm? What if we just banished him? Does OBS have a limiter? Settings, audio. It doesn't look like it in the base audio settings. Maybe there's an OBS plugin that does it? That's actually a good idea. I haven't looked at that. I think it's frowned upon. Oh, Declan. You're lucky you're cute. Alright, so let's do this. Grab a wild, play Webborn Apostate, steal their charge. Alright, you know what? If I don't sit in a chair, there's not a chair for you to be behind me in. I should get a standing desk. That's actually not a bad idea. I wonder how many calories I could burn if I just, like, stood while I streamed all day. Would that be a real thing? The webcam doesn't tilt up that much? Just put him on a leash in the backyard, right? I currently have a really cheap desk, but I feel like investing in a reasonable one would be nice. Nice thing to have. Do some squats. Ugh. I should put Declan on my shoulders, right? While we do some squats. Get a 30-pound weight going on. Oh, you're bringing me my chair back, Declan? No. No. I asked him if he was bringing me my chair, and he goes, "No, mine." I'm gonna attack with this. I don't think they're gonna block here. Looks like 2 free points of damage. Are any of these very desks big enough for 3 monitors? Sit on a yoga ball. Alright, so if we hit a resource next turn, we could actually hit our champ power because of Webborn Apostate here. Oh, that's a pretty big hit. Maybe I was supposed to jump there. It's possible I was supposed to jump there. That's an Arcane Soil. Alright, so we're going to wait a turn on that. Let's do this. Yeah, we get it, Declan. You're loud. A non-resource on top of my deck. Then we should just be able to kill them next turn with the Arcane Soil, right? Arcane Soil is going to make 6 troops, which is 18 power, plus the flying power we have here. We just need to not die this turn. We need to not get Culmination to this turn. So we need to make sure we block in a way that makes Culmination uncastable. Alright, so if I block here, I'm taking 8. Nope, they could sack, so let's block these 2. Hey! I made it so you couldn't hit me, so you start hitting my computer screen? Turd. Alright, so hopefully he doesn't sacrifice his board to turbo out a... Sweet. Alright, so he should be dead. Combo! I feel like they're dead. Let's attack with everything. Find out. Oh, they have 4 blockers. That's true. Huh. So they're not actually dead. That's unfortunate. So I need to leave blockers back. Alright. Dad needs to count here, dude. I think I want to get in with 2 of these in the air. Am I dead if I do this? I think I'm dead if I don't leave back more blockers than this. Alright, let's just attack like this, then hope for the best here, I think. I forgot that he had Dorks on demand. Dude. Oh my god, and the toddler just left this in play. You're a jerk. Go. Yeah, go. The answer to the question, should you stay or should you go now, is go! Man, and the toddler is gonna end up killing us here? Is the toddler gonna have ending up killed us here? Yep. He wouldn't have had... Alright, you're done. No! misclick cost us the game, toddler. We were probably dead anyways, but the toddler being a dick didn't help. Alright.
No, my walk.
Alright, what are we doing here? Dread End. Got some of these. I got some Webborn Apostates. Bring in the Transmogs. This seems fine. You raise them and feed them, then they lose you games of Hex. He just brought me this and said treat. You're not getting a treat, especially after you cost me a game, toddler. Magic Online has been down for almost 8 hours now, and they're not supposed to be up for another hour yet, so... Alright, well. I probably can't race here, right? I'm probably supposed to turtle up and then dread end. Probably supposed to turtle up and then dread end. Lord Blightbark, sure. Sure. Ironmaw could be okay. Probably should have played an ice last turn. This card's pretty powerful in general right now, I think. There's a lot of these mid-range decks. I'm really happy with it when we were boarding it in against, Oh, right. That's the thing that can happen. Still, gets their board clear. If you haven't checked it out, Hex just posted a big announcement on There are things they're going to be bringing Hex to the PlayStation 4 sometime soon. I believe it's like mid-September. It's also going to come with some improvements to the auction house and deck editor interfaces. Well, now we're gonna... Oh, I was like, where did those come from? Their champ power. Now we're gonna hustle this Lord Blightbark here. I don't think you will ever see official support for Hex on a phone. I think the user experience will be frustrating and awkward when boards get really large on a 5-inch screen. I think a tablet version is something that we will see at some point because that's what the Kickstarter said that was going to happen because they were realistic. But, like, again, look at all of the games that exist on cell phones. They all have a unit limit on the board. They all do. Like, that's just how it is. That sack's a little strange there. Think I'm just gonna champ power here? I'll be right back. My toddler escaped. Block here. Yep. And then next turn, this Commander P.R.O.M.P.T could just block this 4/4, which is dice. And by that I mean, here's another Commander P.R.O.M.P.T. Let's hit him for a good clean 21 ball in the air here. Hit him for 15 here. He's going to be dead on board next turn, even if he kills this. Let's do that. Yeah, tablet version was reached in the Kickstarter. Is that lethal? Dang it, Bobby. I mean, we were pretty dead to that regardless, right? Womp womp womp.